Here. Just give it a second to kick on.
Yeah, no problem.
Once the bike's powered on, the electric motor's not running yet. This button right here, it's a 2-second hold. That kicks the electric motor on, but you'll see the side stand being down is going to prevent that from kicking on. Once you're seated on the bike and get the side stand up, you'll be able to get it running. These bars on the side that are orange, they'll turn green, and then you'll see your speedometer here. You also feel like kind of like a humming, and then you'll know that the motor's running, and you'll get your speedometer.
Cool.
You got your left turn signal, right turn signal, and those will auto clear on a normal turn. On a lane change, just give it a secondary input. That'll clear it for you. You got your horn right here. When you come back in the corral, you're going to come in the back end over here, opposite of where you exit. Just give a couple light horn beeps because the bike doesn't make any noise.
Okay.
So they're not going to hear you coming, so you don't sneak up on anyone on accident, run them over. There are 7 ride modes in total on this bike. There's only going to be 4 of them active today. There's 3 customizable ones. They're not tuned up or anything on this, so we have them deactivated for the test rides. First mode you'll start in is rain mode. In this mode, you're going to feel the least amount of action in the throttle.
Okay.
And the regen brakes on the bike are going to be tuned pretty much all the way down, so you won't really feel them. The next mode to cycle into will be eco mode. You get a little more power out of the throttle, and then you're really going to feel the regen brakes kick in if you let the throttle out. The third mode is road mode. You're going to really start to feel a lot more action out of the throttle in this mode. And then if you let the throttle out, you won't feel the regen brakes kick in so much. It's kind of like the mode that's built in to give you power, but then allow you to keep your speed up if you let the throttle out. And then sport mode, which you'll definitely want to try out. That's where you're going to get the most action out of the throttle. And then when you let it out, you're really going to feel the regen brakes. It's the mode I ride in the most. You pretty much, in this mode, it's so different coming from a gas bike where you're used to having to clutch and shift and, you know, do the clutch and handbrake when you're coming into your turns.
Sure.
All your action is just going to be here in the throttle. You're just doing all your work in your right hand.
Cool.
And so obviously just remember, since you don't have a clutch and you're not shifting, you never want to mindlessly rev this throttle. That'll ruin your day. It just turns.
Oh yeah, your whiskey right off, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not a big rever, anyways. Yeah.
There's a phone number on the side of the bike, just in case you were to dump the bike. Don't worry about trying to pick it up or nothing. Just call us. We'll come help.
Well, I hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, that shouldn't happen. I've never had it happen on any of the demos I've been at.
Cool.
The route you're going on, have you taken one of the Harleys out or anything yet?
Not up here, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's super simple. You're coming out the parking lot, turn right. You're headed towards Sturgis.
Okay.
Boulder Canyon Golf Course. You'll see another one of those 120 trailers.
Yep.
For Harley Davidson.
For sure.
Just turn into the parking lot where they're demoing bikes there. Turn around, come right back to us, and are on the back end of the corral here.
Sick riding. All right, dude.
Awesome, man.
Let's see here. Yeah. All right, feeding position's aggressive, huh?
Start the motor.
No green lights. All right.
You can switch them while you're moving or at rest. You don't have to go one at a time. You can do like double click to jump from mode to mode. Awesome.
All right, man. See ya. All right, just trying to get used to the braking a little bit. The ride position is hyper aggressive, like a sport bike. I feel like I am falling forward. Okay. Whoa! The electric power is fun. They're gonna have to put a speaker on this thing though, just with the sound engine. So let's talk about how this thing feels right away. It feels really solid. Not a lot, there's no shaking. There's no engine shake at all. But beyond that, the seat feels really solid. Like the steering column feels very solid, very thick. It doesn't feel cheap or chintzy at all. And the power is, woo! Just like the guy said there, I think you got to be careful if you're used to the normal motorcycles, if you think you're just gonna rev bomb it up, because yeah, you can whiskey throttle pretty easy with this. I'm not too well versed with electric motors, but from what I understand, you can put it 100% power, so we can go from 0 to 100 as fast as we want to. It's cool not having to shift. Like, all I gotta do is twist. For some odd reason, the lack of a clutch makes me feel like I don't have a brake. I still have a front and back brake. Just for whatever reason, because I don't have a clutch to use, makes me feel brakeless. Don't want to get too carried away here, but that was sick. That was pretty wild. I mean, the bike handle's way different than I'm used to. I'm sure if you're a sport bike rider, you would really like it. I was going way fast into that corner and it scared me. And this is even in road mode, which is awesome because, yeah, I haven't even put it in the crazy mode yet, sport. So here we are now in sport mode. Gotta watch out for the cops. I think there is one. Sport mode is nasty. Okay. It really feels the regen braking a lot more, which is actually really nice. The ability just to snap that throttle is nice. I really like riding in sport mode because the regen braking happens, so it's almost like an automatic braking. Whereas like in your road mode, I really just was coasting. I hit 100 and I was going around that corner and I really had to hit the brakes because I wasn't slowing down at all. Whereas like in this sport mode, as soon as I roll off the throttle, it really starts to slow down for me, which is really nice. It's powerful enough that it can give you the stomach drop. Like if you were to go over a really sharp hill or a big drop. That was awesome. Super smooth ride, man. I can see how this would be a very fun ride in town. Like if you had just a town or a city, and obviously you didn't have to go far, had access to charging ports everywhere. I think it would be all about it. I think this is priced MSRP at like 22 or something, and it seems very nice. Just recently, Brett and I went to Milwaukee and saw the Harley Davidson factory, and we actually saw these bikes getting put together, which was cool. They did not let us film that part, understandably, but I'm sure as I get a little bit more used to this bike, I get more comfortable leaning it and pushing in to lean on it. It seems like the lean angle is insane, right? Woo. Zip right by. So yeah, if you're interested in this Livewire, it's very fun, very comfortable. It's sweet to ride. It definitely feels similar to the Nightster. It's just obviously completely different. No motor, just an electric motor. But like right here, I feel like I'm just whipping through this little pass. I hear the nice softest little hum of the electric. It's really just the hum of the tires, I guess. I don't even... Some of these bikers are scaring me though. I'm worried about them all crossing the line on me. Homies are ripping. Sorry, man. Drove to Deadwood just so I could test ride this Livewire, man, and I'm happy I did. Especially like right now when I can sit straight up. The seat on this thing is fairly stiff. I've only been riding for a few minutes. My butt's already kind of getting numb. So that's something to be thoughtful of. This is not a long rider by any means. I think it could be a cool track ripper or town bobber, but you're definitely not going to go a long distance on this thing. I wouldn't want to anyways, that's for sure. Fun ride.